Good morning, students. Hope you all are well. Now, in the last lecture, we are still in the same chapter, biological classification. We have completed about the bacterial nutrition. Today I am going to discuss with you about the topic economical importances of the bacteria. What are the certain importance of bacteria and what are the harmful bacteria, what are the beneficial bacteria. Some of them we will just go about the learning about these bacterias, their uses and their misuses of the bacteria, or you can say advantages and disadvantages of the bacteria in that. So let me take you through this topic, economical importances of the bacteria. See beta, when we say economical importances of the bacteria, economical importance of bacteria, okay. So there are the bacteria which we call them, which are the first we will see the important advantages of the bacteria. Important advantages or useful bacteria. Useful bacteria. All the bacteria are not harmful. There are some good bacteria also which can be used for various purposes, various objectives or various productions as well, which are helpful for the human welfare, okay, for the betterment of the human welfare. For example, there are the bacteria which we call them, they are called soil fertility bacteria. These are the bacteria which can increase the fertility of the soil. Those bacteria, they have an important role to increase the fertility of the soil. So they can increase the fertility of soil by improving the content of the nitrogen, sulfur, potassium, okay. So they can improve these kind of minerals within the soil. The soil becomes rich with the mineral and it becomes fertile. So there are some bacteria which are the free living, which can increase the fertility of the soil, but those bacteria in the soil, they remains in the free manner. They can fix it in the free manner, not with any other organism. So they are called free living nitrogen fixers. Free living nitrogen fixers. Those bacteria which can fix the nitrogen but in the free manner. So they are known as like azotobacter, Beijerinica and Clostridium, okay. So these bacteria, they are available in the soil in freely manner, so they can fix the atmospheric nitrogen into different organic amino acid compounds or different organic compounds within the soil, but in a free manner. So remember the name of the bacteria, Azotobacter, Beijerinica and Clostridium. So they are called free nitrogen fixers. Similarly, there are the bacteria which are called symbiotic nitrogen fixers. Symbiotic nitrogen fixers. These are the bacteria which fixes the nitrogen, atmospheric nitrogen into the soil, but in a symbiotic manner, in a symbiotic relationship manner, which you have already gone through recently. Such bacteria are like Rhizobium, okay, Rhizobium frankia, okay, Rhizobium and frankias. They can fix the atmospheric nitrogen in the symbiotic manner. So that is about the soil fertility bacteria. There is another one under the soil fertility bacteria. See, the third one under the soil fertility bacteria, they are called ammonifying bacteria. Ammonifying bacteria. These are the bacteria which helps to fix the atmospheric nitrogen into the ammonia. That's why they are known as ammonifying bacteria, which led the formation of the ammonias. Such bacteria are ammonifying bacteria are like Bacillus ramosus and Bacillus vulgaris. Okay, Bacillus ramosus, Bacillus vulgaris. So these are also the bacteria which are responsible to lead the formation of ammonia within the soil. So they increases the ammonia concentration. Okay, so these are known as ammonifying bacteria. Now, under the same category, advantageous, useful bacteria, there are some other bacteria like nitrifying bacteria. Nitrifying bacteria. Okay, these are the bacteria which increases the nitrogen content into the soil. Nitrogen content in soil. They increases the nitrogen content in the, they fix the nitrogen, atmospheric nitrogen into different nitrogen containing compounds. Okay, like there are some nitrifying bacteria, for example, Nitrosomonas and Nitrococcus. These two bacteria are responsible that they converts the ammonia within the soil into nitrites, NO2, into the nitrites. They are called nitrite. So ammonia is converted into nitrite by these two bacteria. Instead of these two bacteria. So these bacteria helps to convert the ammonia into nitrite form within the soil. Similarly, there are the bacteria called Nitrobacter and Nitrocystis. Nitrobacter and Nitrocystis. These bacteria are responsible to convert this nitrite. They convert the nitrite into the nitrate form. This is the nitrate. So in presence of these two bacteria, okay, so the nitrite gets converted into nitrates. So they are called nitrifying bacteria. They are also known as nitrifying bacteria. So both helps in fixation of the atmospheric nitrogen in the form of ammonia, nitrite as well as nitrates. So they are called nitrifying bacteria. That is another usefulness of bacteria. Next, okay, next usefulness of the bacteria. There are some bacteria like curd preparation, curd and yogurt, which is most commonly going to be prepared in the homes. Okay, that is a homemade preparation, fermentation. This fermented preparation, homemade fermented preparation, that preparation of the curd and yogurt, it is also being done with the help of the bacteria. Okay, the bacteria which is used to convert the milk into the curd form, that is known as lactobacillus. Lactobacillus. Okay, so this lactobacillus is also useful. Okay, remember. Similarly, there are the bacteria which are also useful in alcoholic, like acetic acid, like what is this called? Acetic acid preparations. This acetic acid is also being done by the bacteria. Okay, so there are the certain bacteria who led the preparation of the acetic acid bacteria. Like lactobacillus is also responsible. Sometimes lactobacillus also is being used for the preparation of acetic acids, but there is a bacteria which is known as Acetobacter aceti. Acetobacter aceti. This is the bacteria which is going to use for the preparation of acetic acids. Okay, which is most commonly found in like vinegars. Okay, that is having the presence of acetic acid by fermentation process. Similarly, there are the bacteria which are also useful in preparations of antibiotics. Antibiotic preparations. Certain antibiotics are being prepared, like the antibiotic which is called bacitracin. Bacitracin is an antibiotic which is prepared from the bacteria known as bacilli. These are obtained from the bacilli bacteria. Okay, same, there is another antibiotic like subtilin. Okay, this is obtained from the Bacillus subtilis. Okay, bacitracin, it is obtained from the Bacillus ramosus or Bacillus. Okay, and this is subtilin obtained from the Bacillus subtilis. So both they are bacterial. That antibiotic is obtained from the bacteria, by prepared from the bacteria. So all the bacteria are not only harmful, that we are getting some useful compounds, useful substances from the bacteria as well. Okay, similarly, certain bacteria, they are also involved in pollution controlling. Certain bacteria are the indication of water pollution. Then when their concentration goes high or when their concentration goes down, then that is the indication that somewhere there is the pollution in the water. Okay, certain bacteria like Pseudomonas and E. coli. Okay, they are known as pollution controlling bacteria. Okay, indicators, pollution indicator bacteria. Retting of fibrous, plant fibers. There are several plants from which fiber is being obtained, but that fiber is extracted from the plants by the application of certain bacteria, by the application of certain bacterial mixture. Those bacteria, by the application of those bacteria, this fiber is obtained. There are the bacteria like Clostridium perfringens. Clostridium perfringens. These are the bacteria used for the retting of the fibers. Similarly, there are the bacteria which are being used for curing of leaves. Several plant leaves from which different compounds are being obtained, are being used in economical use. They have like tea gardens, coffee beans. Okay, those are obtained from the plant leaves. Then they are being processed in the industries. Those different varieties of coffees and teas are being prepared by the application of certain bacteria, and those bacteria, they increase the flavor. Those bacterial application increases the flavor of these leaves of these different varieties. That is why nowadays you can see different varieties of teas and coffees have a different flavor also. That flavor is being added by the application of those bacteria. And the most bacteria which is being used for this, that is Bacillus megatherium. Okay, that is most commonly being used in the tea leaves and tobacco leaves to increase the flavor. Okay, so this is the usefulness of the bacteria. Most of the bacteria, like these bacteria, have also good use, economical use, by which most of the products are being obtained from them. Okay, so let me take you through now the harmful effects of the bacteria. Harmful bacteria as well. So advantage and disadvantage both are there in the bacteria. Fine. Now you have seen the advantageous bacteria. Now those bacteria which are also harmful can cause the various diseases, bacterial diseases. Like there is a bacterial disease like disease and bacteria causing that disease. Okay, which bacteria is responsible for that? Okay, a disease like leprosy in humans. Okay, leprosy is a disease which is caused in the humans. Okay, that leprosy disease is caused by the Mycobacterium leprae. It is called Mycobacterium leprae, who is responsible to cause the disease leprosy. Similarly, there is a disease called tuberculosis. This disease is also caused by Mycobacterium tuberculi. It is called Mycobacterium tuberculi. That is a Mycobacterium leprae causes the leprosy. Tuberculi causes the tuberculosis. Okay. Similarly, there is a disease called tetanus. It is called tetanus. This is also caused by the bacteria known as Clostridium tetani. Okay, that is responsible to cause this tetanus. Similarly, there are the diseases caused in plants as well, like there is a disease called citrus canker. This is caused by Xanthomonas citri. Xanthomonas citri, that is the bacteria which causes the stress canker in plants. Okay, similarly there are the diseases like crown gall disease in plant, that is also caused by Agrobacterium tumefaciens. Okay, so this is that the bacteria have both the roles, that some of the bacteria are good, by which we are obtaining the different economical important products, and that is having a very broad economical use, and some bacteria are also harmful, which causes disease to plants, which causes disease to the humans also, which causes disease to the animals also. Like in animals there is a disease called anthrax. Okay, the anthrax is also caused by the bacteria which is known as the Bacillus anthracis. Okay, so this is the economical importance of the bacteria, their usefulness and their disadvantage. Thank you so much.